Can you win this rook? White is winning here, but you must find the best moves. And first off, just thinking about this position, we see that we have two bishops versus one rook here, which means we can checkmate, but we must capture them without losing either of our bishops. For example, if you play a simple move here, bishop over to b5, just trying to attack them directly, then the issue is black has rook down to d6 check, and when you block this with your own bishop, here, unfortunately, they can just sacrifice. When you take back, now you only have one single bishop left, which is not enough to force a checkmate, meaning this is just a dead draw. Instead here, you might want to play a move like king down to c5 to try and not let them capture, but at this point, they can now move the rook all over the board. That is completely free. Their king also has a bunch of squares they can move to now, and this position is just not good for you. Instead here, we must move very quickly because we have a golden moment where both their king and the rook are in a bad situation. We can start with the check, bishop over to g3, where black can either go to the left or go to the right. If they go to the left, then the issue of this is you have bishop to g2 check, forcing them to block the rook because c8 is covered, and we capture. This is actually straight up checkmate. That does not work for them. Instead, they are going to go the other way to c8, at which point we have a very important moment. Although you can play bishop h3 here and pin the rook to their king, this is not good because once again, after they move here, you don't want to capture because we'll end up in that same one bishop situation. Instead, you might need to play a move like bishop h4 check, but now their king has gotten out. They're all the way over to e8. We can't check them again. The rook is going to be free, and this is just a bad situation. Instead, you want to play bishop the other way to a6 check, forcing them to d8, and now we play bishop to h4 check, and no matter what black does, they are lost. If they try going over to e8, well, then you have a very nice bishop b5, and the point of this pin is they cannot move the rook, and their king is blocked out from getting closer, meaning they're forced to go the other way. You capture, at which point you have two bishops, and you can checkmate. You are completely winning there. If they instead try to block this check with a rook over to e7, well, then we can do the same thing, but the other way with another bishop b5. We have the rook pinned, and black's king squares are completely blocked out, meaning they're forced to move over. You capture, and you can now double bishop checkmate, and you are completely winning.